February 15th, 2021. This is around 12:30 p.m., 12:30 a.m. This is a song titled Dear John Prine Fantasy. Dear John Prine Fantasy, I'm going to grow a garden. I am going to sing a rhapsody. I am going to file seeds by years to grow a past I see. I am going to look at all the average creatures and water to help me. There's some potatoes for the heart, some grass for the art, some crabapple for the colon, some kidney beans to help me fart. I am going to grow some daisies for the eyes. I am going to grow some turnips for the femur and the thighs. I am going to grow some lavender for the nose. I am going to think about the whole earth with a rose. I am going to grow some cantaloupe for the head. I am going to grow some soybeans for the brain. I am going to grow some wildflowers that are always changing and adapting to the rain. I am going to grow some lemongrass. I am going to grow some adapting to the rain. I am going to grow some cantaloupe for the head. I am going to grow some soybeans for the brain. I am going to grow some wildflowers that are always changing and adapting to the rain. I am going to grow lemongrass for the flesh. I am going to grow tomatoes to make a mess. I am going to grow grapefruit for the breast. I am going to grow red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet flowers and keep them in a treasure chest. I am going to grow cucumber for, I'm going to grow something. I am going to grow cucumber for a sphere. I am going to grow keiko to paint deer. I am going to grow kale to drink a beer. I am going to grow strawberries to keep the bees near. I am going to grow dandelion for the dogs. I am going to grow willow trees for their paws. I am going to grow eucalyptus for the smog. I am going to grow mosquitoes and feed them to the frog. And I am going to let the mosquitoes eat the frogs. I am going to grow peppers for the tongue, some marijuana for the lungs. I am going to charge money for the palms. I am going to grow some gourd drums. I am going to grow pumpkins. I am going to grow pumpkins. I am going to grow pumpkins for the DNA. I am going to grow celery. I am going to grow celery for the fingers, the CIA. I am going to grow spearmint for the teeth. I am going to think of Watcher when I play. I am going to grow orchards for the night. I am going to grow peppermint for the day. I am going to grow cotton for a blanket. I am going to listen to what the birds say. I am going to grow cacti for the buttons. I am going to grow poppy for some muffins. I am going to grow aloe for the scars. I am going to grow tobacco for the tar. I am going to grow hemp for the feet. I am going to sing songs about seamen every week. I'm going to think of New Day flowers for their sleep. I am going to grow violets for how they speak. I am going to plant my garlic deep. I am going to brew some green tea to steep. I'm going to grow cabbage like a creep. I'm going to let the male and the female meet. I am going to drink water every day. I'm going to grow bean sprouts for the guitar strings I play. I'm going to grow green beans for the lips. I'm going to have a rain gauge for my spit. I'm going to let the honeysuckles drip. I am going to grow cork for a catcher's mitt. I am going to grow raspberries for some jam. I'm going to grow jalapenos for Uncle Sam. I am going to plant peanuts for the hair. I am going to think about Mother Nature's tables and chairs. I am going to grow flaxseed for some oil. I am going to grow some chamomile and let it boil. I am going to grow some hops for the meiosis. I am going to grow apricot to help me focus. I'm going to grow dates to have a meal. I'm going to make some tofu to feed the veal. I am going to grow cauliflower for the ears. I'm going to grow cauliflower for the ears. Going to make a wood walking stick for the wrist. I am going to grow some roses for the people that I miss. I am going to grow some catnip for the cats, some cloves for people named Pat, some lentil doll to feed a cow, some witch hazel if poison sumac makes you say ow. I am going to grow some grapes for eyes. I am going to grow some cotton to pick. I am going to grow flowers to make a tie-dye shirt. I am going to grow some peppermint. I am going to grow some black beans for a taco. I am going to grow pinto beans and say macho. I'm going to grow onion to caramelize. I'm going to try giving. I'm going to try to grow broccoli to see if I am surprised. I'm going to feed sunflower seeds to the birds. I am going to touch some tree bark for what I heard. I'm going to grow some wheat for the butt. I'm going to make some peach yeast water to get some bang for my buck. I am going to grow roses for meiosis. I am going to grow turmeric for the stomach. I am going to grow peppers for the senses. I am going to grow watermelon for the fences. I am going to grow squash for the shins. I am going to grow roses to make friends. I am going to get soil on my knees. I am going to thank the wind and trees. I'm going to grow a money tree for my back. I'm going to help natives get their land back. I'm going to think of horses on a track. I'm going to think of snap peas when they snap. I am going to garden beets with my arms. I am going to drive my harvest in a barn. I will grow clovers for their charm. I might even meet some natives and rent a farm. There are nutrients in the dirt. I cannot say that nature never hurts. Organic gardening can be a lot of work. You will reap the harvest that you sow. If the only plants you see is in the grocery store with me, you can still hear the birds and the bees. Just look outside at the average earth and space you see. There are nutrients in the dirt. I cannot say that nature never hurts. Organic gardening can be a lot of work. You will reap the harvest that you sow. If the only plants you see is in the grocery store with me, you can still hear the birds and the bees. Look outside at the average earth and space you see.